tie gets loosened, the blouse a little unbuttoned, she's partaking of the alco pop, he's knocking back the designer beers. There's a palpable tension, fire in the eyes, another beer, another sticky fizzy. To hell with the room full of your work colleagues, the passion is too great to deny. You must have each other, and now, quick, the office toilet, lock the door.
That was a little too descriptive, really. I mean, for someone who perhaps has never been involved in that sort of thing. Let's move on. The work Christmas party could be the end of your career or the start of something beautiful if you go about it the right way. Relationships experts Katia Loisel-Furey is in to help us manage the office romance and offer some lifelines if it all implodes.
Good morning, Katia.
Good morning. Thank you for having me back. I'm not sure about the toilet bit, but anyway.
That was a knowing kind of description, I think.
It was, wasn't it?
A little revealing about yourself, Big Dave.
If you're going to have an office romance, you may as well go for the boss, don't you think?
No, one thing you should definitely not do is hands off the boss. Never a good idea to flirt with someone who signs your paychecks or someone who's married, pregnant or in a relationship.
But then you've got him over a barrel, so to speak.
No. It's one of the surefire ways to lose your job. You know, as soon as it ends, you go out the door with the job.
Everyone is going to, all the advice would suggest that the worst thing you could possibly do is to have an office romance. But if you find someone that you just can't keep your hands off, how are you going to stop yourself?
Well, you know, actually, a lot of people end up in office romances because we're a time-poor society. The reality is most of us work 40-plus hours a week. We don't have any time to go out. If your other friends are coupled up and you're the token single person, where are you going to meet others? So the great thing about the office romance, really, is that you get to see the personality. You get to see you've got at least one common interest, if not more. You know mutual people. You've got similar working hours. You share similar stresses as well, and that creates an attraction and intimacy there. So basically, birds of a feather flock together. We're simply more attracted to people who are like us. So the office is not a bad place to meet people. In fact, it can be very good. You get to see their real sides, you get to see their personality, but there are some definite do's and don'ts when it comes to office romances.
Okay, so photocopying your backside is not appropriate and emailing it to the person?
Definitely not.
What else is inappropriate?
Texting, sending emails through... you know, obviously if you're getting into an office romance and you take some photos of yourself. We had one person who was really distraught who emailed in to say that they had actually been fired, well, both her and her partner had been fired because she had emailed some rather, let's just say, risque photos of her and her partner that she'd taken over the weekend, yes, through
Why
the
would
email.
You do that?
Well, look, you know, they were just... doing the whole flirting thing backwards and forwards. It was a new relationship and it had been intercepted by IT and then forwarded to the whole organisation. So not only did she lose her job, but she lost her partner, because let's face it, we're not going to be into somebody who got us the sack, you know. It's not a good way to start a relationship.
Oh, see, that's a bit distressing.
She lost the partner. Well, it can't,
of course.
Well, it can't have been
and the job.
Can't have been a very...
Perhaps he didn't fancy the photos.
Well, you know, if it's a new romance, obviously, you know, there's other things to bear in mind. Be professional. You know, keep in mind where you are. When you're in the beginning of the relationship, you know, you've got all those attraction chemicals, serotonin and stuff that runs through your body, which actually makes it difficult for you to eat, to sleep, to think about anything else. So even if you don't realise it, the truth is you're probably not being very productive. Also,
I was just about to say,
yes.
I mean, to me it seems realistic that a boss could take exception to his staff becoming intimately involved because they're not doing their jobs. They're clearly kind of flirting over the...
Yeah, even if you think you're doing your job,
dividers.
chances are you're not. You know, because it's very, very difficult to... Let's face it, when you're attracted to someone and you think they're gorgeous, it's really hard to think about anything else. You're just like drooling like a lovesick puppy dog.
You're batting your eyes.
Exactly, and who's going to take you seriously? You know, you're not being very professional. Also, the office is not the time to whip out your navel-grazing top or cleavage-busting, you know, leather-tight crotch pants if you're a man. And it's surprising how many people do that because they get infatuated, you know. So there are definite things to do and not to do. And also bear in mind your colleagues. No one wants to hear about...
Well, that's what we discovered in our office. Everyone else was just really embarrassed about the whole thing.
Of course, of course. No one's going to appreciate it if you nick off. What, for you
and me?
No,
No, not us. You know, those others.
Sorry? Which ones are you talking about? Oh, that one. Oh, okay. I remember that one.
Everyone was just having a high.
You know, no one's going to appreciate it if you take off for half an hour a day to have a pash in the toilet or in the stockroom, wherever you want to go.
Well, David and I used to get changed together in the same room, didn't we?
That's too much information.
Occasionally walked in on each other and screamed with disgust.
Let's talk about relationships.